Since you've been gone, yeah, yeah, I can read for the first time. I'm still moving on, yeah. Hi guys, my name is TJ and welcome back to TJ Smiles. Today I have a book review for you. Today I will be reviewing for you Since You've Been Gone by Morgan Matson. Before I get into the review though, I want to go ahead and tell you a funny little story that goes along with this book. This story goes like this. Little Taylor, thinking, on the way to BookCon, you're going to need a good, solid, easy-to-read contemporary novel to get you through the long drive. So what does she do? She goes and she picks up Since You've Been Gone by Morgan Matson. She had never read anything by Morgan Matson, nor has she ever read this book, so it seemed like the perfect fit. So she starts reading it on the way to BookCon and gets like 2/3 of the way done with it. Then a beautiful time of BookCon comes about when she realizes that she can have ice cream with Morgan Matson. She had nothing else to be doing that hour, so why not? So Taylor and her grandma went to line up to get ice cream with Morgan Matson. She meets Morgan Matson. Not until she meets Morgan Matson does she realize that Morgan Matson is indeed Morgan Matson, the author of Since You've Been Gone. Taylor could have gotten her copy of Since You've Been Gone autographed by Morgan Matson while she had ice cream with Morgan Matson, but she left the book in the car because she didn't make the connection between Morgan Matson on the book and Morgan Matson having ice cream with her. So, now that you guys know the misfortunate events that led up to me reading this book, I'm going to go ahead and get into the review, and I'm going to start off by giving this like a 4 out of 5 stars. I would give it 5 out of 5 stars, but I seen the ending coming. Like, it wasn't a shocker to me. I knew they'd get together. I knew things would be, well, I wasn't sure if, I knew they'd end up getting together. Let's leave it at that. So basically, the story of this book is there's two best friends, Shalone and Emily. Emily is very shy and quiet and just keeps to herself, while Shalone is just out of her shell, like bonkers. She is insane, basically. So the two of them makes a great pair together, until one day Shalone just magically ups and disappears and won't answer Emily's calls or texts. Emily shows up at her house and she's not there, nowhere to be found. And then a day or two later, Emily gets a list of things to do. A list of things Shalone sent to Emily to do. It is number 1, kiss a stranger. Number 2, go skinny dipping. Number 3, steal something. Number 4, break something. Number 5, Penelope. Number 6, ride a darn horse, you cowpoke. Number 7, 55 South Avenue, ask for Mona. Number 8, the backless dress and somewhere to wear it. Number 9, dance until dawn. Number 10, share some secrets in the dark. 11, hug a Jamie. 12, apple picking at night. 13, sleep under the stars. So, as you can see, that is a crazy list. And as I mentioned before, Emily is very shy and not very outspoken. So some of these things are very well out of her comfort zone, like kiss a stranger, hello, go skinny dipping, no thank you. So Shalone is definitely sending her a list of things that will pull her out of her comfort zone and help her develop in her own personality. The character development in this book is beyond amazing. Emily's development is wow. She honestly reminds me a bit of me, just because like my own character, I've developed so much over the years just in my own personality, and like I related very well to her just because of the shy, timid section. But when she's around people she's confident with, I am just as crazy as she was when she formed a great group of friends. She, oh my gosh, formed an amazing group of friends. She was just known as Shalone's friend. No one at school, she never really had any friends other than Shalone. Everyone just knew her as Shalone's friends. Any friends she did have, it was like just because they were mutual between her and Shalone. But with Shalone gone, she has to find a way to make friends. And at first she's kind of reluctant, but eventually she makes these amazing 3 friends and they help her complete everything on the list. So these friends are Collins, who is best friends with Frank. Frank is this guy that she starts hanging out with. She knows him from school very vaguely. She knows him just like acquaintances in the hallway and whatnot. But they start running together, and after they start running together, they start developing this amazing relationship with each other, and they get really close. And since him and Collins are best friends, they all kind of just go together and they hang out a lot. And then they met, what was her name? Dawn. They met Dawn, and Dawn worked at the pizza shop next door to the ice cream shop where Emily works. So she met her that way, and the four of them, they just get really tight and close. Dawn and Collins actually end up like starting to like each other on and off throughout the book, but Collins is that one kid who is always like, he's like chasing after the girls, has been since like 7th grade, not 7th grade, probably since like 3rd grade. I see Collins like underneath the slides at recess kissing people, so like he's ridiculous. And like Dawn just got over a big breakup, so like she's not really looking for a relationship, though it would be nice to be in one, so that's kind of where they are. And then Frank, he is in a long-lasting relationship, one of the only relationships that everyone in the school looks at and they're like, wow, that relationship is going somewhere. But then Emily starts developing feelings for him, and he starts developing feelings for her. So over the course of the summer, these 4 kids spend a lot of time together, and when you spend a lot of time together, you start developing a lot of feelings for each other, especially when they're doing things like they did in this book. They're just an amazing group of friends that are always kind of there for each other, and they get into some crazy shenanigans because of the list Shalone sent. Towards the end of the story, they complete everything on the list, and Emily finds out where Shalone is, and her and Frank drive a very long distance in a car together to basically go find Shalone and be like, what the heck, where have you been? We completed the list, we thought the list would lead to you, but why are you here? So that's what happens, and I'm going to leave the story at that, I guess. They do end up finding Shalone, and they do talk to her, and they find out why she left, but I kind of want to leave that part up for you guys to read for yourself and learn about for yourself. Like I said, I went ahead and gave this a 4 out of 5 stars, only because I totally predicted Emily and Frank getting together. I just seen it coming so fast, although I didn't expect them to find Shalone. I expected her to just kind of like mysteriously disappear and no one ever really know what happened to her, but they did find her, and I didn't see that coming. I thought we wouldn't figure out where she was, but we did, and that was great. I really enjoyed this book. It was a great book to read in a car drive, especially a long one because it's around 500 some pages. So it keeps you busy, it keeps you entertained. Contemporary is so easy to read in the car because you don't have to think about it too much. It's just like real life, just funny stories about life, and you don't have to worry about the character building or the world building you have in like fantasy novels and dystopian novels and like novels like that. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys on Since You've Been Gone by Morgan Matson. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed meeting Morgan Matson. I actually got her to say hey to my vlog, so if you want to check out my BookCon vlog, it's already up on my channel, as well as my BookCon haul, so if you want to check that out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Goodbye!